Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm playing Chocobo's Dungeon, an official Final Fantasy themed board game. Heck yeah! Give me Tifa, give me Cloud, or just a Chocobo, that's okay. And disclaimer that I got a review copy of this one. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our podcast for reviews and design discussions, or come and say hi and join the conversation on our Discord. So Chocobo's Dungeon is a cooperative game for 1 to 4 players. I'll be showing you the official solo mode, and you will be moving through a dungeon as this Chocobo. You're going to be using cards to move along paths. You'll be fighting enemies along the way, and you go through 3 floors and then a final floor with a boss, and your main timer for each floor is this Grim Reaper. He'll be slowly moving along to the right, and if he reaches the end, then you lose. You'll also be taking damage from enemies and traps, and if that goes to 0, you lose. And finally, you'll be using these cards to do your actions, and depending on player count, you have to play from 1 to 3 of these cards around. And if you ever don't have enough cards because you haven't been eating your vegetables, just like a good Chocobo does, then you also lose. And the main action of the game comes from these action cards, which have numbers from 1 through 100, kind of like a deck of the mind. And each of them also has from 1 to 5 little Chocobo feet symbols, which are called strength. And then you have this rotating dial that's always going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 X'd out spaces. But what those spaces represent, which types of actions, will change as the game goes along. And how it works is it varies a bit by player count, especially at solo, but you will end up with 5 cards played, and then you'll organize them from lowest to highest value, and you'll put the lowest one on the 1 spot, the next one on the 2, the next one on the 3, the next one on the 4, the next one on the 5. Sorry, let's zoom down a bit to show. And then you're going to activate them for their strength. Some spots will give you 2 action choices. In this case, the blue action is movement. You're going to move as many spaces as the number of the strength. So here he can move 2 spaces. And you have to use the full movement. You can't go back and forth in a single move. And wherever you land, you're going to resolve the effect. The green gets you vegetables. That's good. The book gets you books, which are free actions. That's also good. Traps hurt you. And the Grim Reaper moves the Grim Reaper figure forward more. And once you get to the end of the level, you'll go to the next level. Again, there's 3 levels plus a boss level. The green action is to eat. That gets you more cards in your hand. You'll build up vegetables through several actions in the game, and whatever the strength of the card is for an eat action, you decrease your vegetable by that much, and you draw that many cards. In co-op, you get to divide up the new cards among players however you like. In solo, you just get them all, of course. The red action is fighting. As I said, some enemies will be coming out every round, and you can deal the strength of your action to them as damage. Once the damage equals or exceeds their heart, then they get defeated, and you get a bonus at the bottom, healing, books, vegetables, other things. If they're left alive at the end of a round, you're going to take this much damage from each one that's alive. Usually 1, but with the harder enemies, sometimes 2. And then the final one, which is negative, and sometimes there's 1, sometimes there's 2 of these actions active, is the Grim Reaper action. So the strength of the card assigned to that is how far the Grim Reaper miniature moves toward, again, the instant loss. Now, again, there are some rules in how these cards come out at different player counts. And also the bosses have their own rules, and you have 2 different bosses you can choose from. I have not actually made it to the boss yet. This game is so hard. I really don't know if I'm going to do well this time, but we'll see. But just in case I actually make it to the bottom, I don't know. Let's say we're going to fight the dragon if we make it. All right, so here we go. We spin this to start out. There we go. And we got 5 vegetables and full life. And depending on player count and difficulty, you're going to start with a certain number of cards per player. For solo, they don't have an easy difficulty. They only give you normal and hard. And like I said, I'm just either terrible at the game or it's very hard. So for normal difficulty, you're supposed to have 10 cards and 2 books to start. 3 books is your max. Again, books are kind of like free actions. So this one I could discard at any time to heal 1. This one I could discard at any time to move 2. And that one, move 1. There are also ones that attack enemies. But you know what? Forget you, game. I'm going to say there is an easy solo mode because, again, the game is so friggin' hard. And solo is especially hard because you run out of cards very quickly, as you'll see. So I'm going to extrapolate how the numbers should go and start with 13 cards. Now, I think, by the way, that actually in solo mode, you have a max of 12 cards in hand, but that's a rule that's only in solo. And again, the game is so friggin' hard. Just let me do a little variant here to give myself a bit more of a chance. All right, so I have my 13 cards. I have 5 vegetables. Let's see how we do. Okay, so at the start of each round, you will draw a certain number of enemies. On floor 1, it's 2 enemies from the weaker deck, shown by this black back. And we've got, I don't remember the names of the Final Fantasy monsters, but we've got little eye dude here and little like impy dude here. Killing him will give us another book, although we can only hold 3. And killing him will give us 2 vegetables towards eating for more cards. And in terms of good spaces to go, if we go this way, we can land on a book there. If we go this way, we can get a veggie and a book. More veggies here. The books are randomly drawn from a pile of tokens. The vegetables, too, I think they have values from 3 to 5. All right, so how does the card play work? At every player count except solo, you start out with a bonus card that is dealt out face up. And actually, in a 3-player, it's 2 bonus cards. And even though you can't share exactly what cards you have and exactly what cards you're going to play, you can use the bonus card as a reference point. So if, here, I'll draw one out. If the bonus card was a 63, I could say, ooh, I have a really good card that's way lower than the bonus cards. You can't say like the exact values, but you can talk kind of using the bonus card. Now in solo, how it works is you play 1 card. Remember, there's going to be 5 cards played total. After you've played 1, you get 2 bonus cards, and then you play 2 more cards. And that's why I was saying solo is very tough. You have to play 3 cards every turn. So even with me starting with 13 cards instead of 10, I still only have 4 cards worth of play before I'll have to be eating some vegetables to survive. All right, so looking, the Grim Reaper's on the middle. So I might want to have like a middle-ish value with low strength. Like, ooh, this 66 or this 43 would be pretty good. Or maybe I just start doing some good stuff for myself, like a lower value to move with first. Like this 23 might be good with some movement because I'm looking at what the spaces have on the board. Yeah, let's try that. So I'll play a 23. Now I get 2 free cards from the deck. Hopefully they're higher than 23 because I want that to be the first one. So 35 with 3 strength. And gosh darn it. Okay, well, I mean, it's a strong card at least. A 9 with 5 strength. Okay, so do I have anything? Let me order these. Okay, here we go. Now they're actually organized. So as things stand right now, the Grim Reaper, if I can get it to be like the 23 if I play a lower value and then a higher value. So I could play like the 17 to get a nice eat or fight action. And then, yeah, actually I kind of like that. So I could do that to get below it. And then what could I do above it? Something reasonably strong. Well, let's look at the movement here for a second. I'm going to move 5, and then I could move or eat with whatever card I play next. A 5 movement here would get me right on a trap. Isn't that lovely? Or get me onto nothing, which is fine, although I would like to get some vegetables and stuff. And then from there, if I got a 4, I could get a book. So 5 and then 4 is not bad at all. Although I've already got 3 books, so I would have to use 1. Ooh, if I did 5, use my 1 free movement book to get some vegetables, and then a 3, I could get the book back. So sure, how about this? Let's keep all the values pretty low and play this 41 for the highest card. So I'll just kind of lay them out here for a second. All right, so first we must move for exactly 5. That was going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then you can use books at any time, so I'm going to use this to move 1 and get a vegetable token. Flip a random one, 4 more vegetables. I'm at 9. We'll be eating good here, hopefully. Speaking of eating, I can fight or eat for 4 here. I could do the fighting one and defeat the guy who's got another book, although how many books do I really want to get? Well, sure, let's do it. I'll do 4 damage to this guy. I'm thinking of Keese from Zelda, but that's definitely not what they're called. I get a random book, which is, ooh, this is a pretty cool one. This does 2 damage to every enemy on the board. And enemies do build up. You get 2 new ones every turn, whether you've defeated the ones from the previous turns or not. Okay, so I'll keep that for now. Then we're getting 2 Grim Reaper moves, which of course is not too bad at all. Okay, and then, what am I going to do here? I wanted to move on to the, the book space. Oh, well. Okay, I think I'll eat 3. So it brings my vegetables down to 6. But I get 3 more cards. Again, I think I'm supposed to have a 12-card max hand limit, but I'm just not going to worry about that because this game's already silly. Of course, now watch. This will be the game that I completely demolish everything. Okay, and then I'm going to move 3 as planned. And get a different book. What is it? A 2 healing. Okay, so with that, I'm going to throw away the 1 healing and keep the 2 damage to every monster and the 2 movement one. That's the end of the round. This guy's still alive. So I suffer his damage value of 1, and this rotates a single turn clockwise, which means I'm going to get double Grim Reaper this turn, only have 1 possibility of movement, and then do 2 eating or fighting turns. Now, importantly, with that 1 movement, if you get to the exit, all the actions coming up after that are canceled. So here, if I got a big move for the second turn, I would skip and kind of invalidate these other actions, which might be good or bad, depending on what the enemies are. Well, hey, let's meet them. We've got, hey, a Cactuar. I know that one. Little cactus man. And a Stump, I guess, that heals me 1. So if I used my 2 damage to everybody, that would kill that guy straight up. It would leave the Cactuar with 3 and him with 1. Pretty easy to finish off. It would get me a replacement book. I would heal the 1 damage I have and get some more vegetables. That might be worth doing. And I don't have to worry too much about avoiding the Grim Reapers here. But I could play my 7 as my starter card before I see the other 2. Very high chance that would be the lowest one. Yeah, sure, even though I might want to save it for a more important round. Let's just go ahead and do it. So, and then we got a 15 with 3 and a 44 with 2. So I want to have at least a 3 attack to hit the Cactuar, because you can't split individual red attack actions. And then at least another 1 to kill the other guy. And I don't want to move too far, but I would prefer not to move 2 spaces. So actually this 3 would be pretty perfect. Right, so what do I want to use? I need to get a bigger attack and something else. How about this 86 to be the last card that's going to attack? And then, I don't care too much about the Grim Reaper, but I also want to use something like super good. Let's do like this singles. Nah, let's do the 77. I don't mind if he gets it. Okay, so boop and boop. Okay, so Grim Reapers is going to move 3 total. That's fine. We're definitely doing okay for this first floor. And second card is moving 3. I'm right outside the exit. Although maybe I should have just gone, because now I'll have to play a whole nother 3 cards. So any bonuses I'm getting are kind of being wasted a bit. But that's how it goes. Then I'm going to attack for 2 and then 4. I'm going to blasty blast. So it gets me 2 veggies for this guy and 2 damage each of them. And then the 2 will finish off him to heal me. The 4 will finish off him to get me another book. And I got more healing. Actually, you know what? I do want to save 3 cards because that's an entire 3 eat action. So let's go ahead and move, man. Let's move right to the exit before the turn ends. Now that I've benefited from those other actions. So boop. So the round immediately ends. The Grim Reaper's going to reset. I'm going to go to floor 2. And each of the floors except floor 1 has a harder version with an asterisk, or that's a star, isn't it? But yeah, like I said, the game is super hard, so I don't know why I went like the easier version of the floors, not the harder version. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to be drawing 1 elite enemy and 1 basic enemy. So we've got another Cactuar. And, ooh, she does 2 damage if we leave her alive. She only has 4 health, so less than the Cactuar, but yeah, that's definitely not nice. And this still rotates 1. So we've got double Grim Reaper to start us out. 2 chances for movement. So 2 is kind of the ideal number first to either get vegetables or another book. And then, gosh, a lot of terribleness, isn't there? I would have to go 3 or 5 to be safe after that 2 move. Or here I'd have to go 3 and not the 5. Okay, so I'm going to look for like maybe a 2 move for the first spot. Do I have a low? Ooh, I have a 4. That seems pretty ideal. So let's play that before we see our bonuses. What we got? Oh, big uns. Oh, no. I want to go above that for the 5 if I can. And then the 13. Oh, crud. These are not good values, y'all. These might get locked in to both of the Grim Reapers. Because, okay, I do have that. So the 96 will get over the 87 and weaken that Grim Reaper thing. But I have nothing to get between the 13 and the 4. So I kind of locked myself into a really bad action there. Okay, and then I wanted a 5 move or a 3 move after this. So I have the whole space between 13 and 87. So sure, let's try to get out of here quickly since I kind of just made my life not so nice. Okay, so I've got a 2 move or fight. I think I'm going to move a terrible 5 Reaper, a 5 move, a 5 fight or eat, and then a 2 Reaper. Okay, so if I got the 5 move, I want to go there, right? And be very close to the exit. So yeah, so I'll do the 2 to get the book, which gets me another healing. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to kill any of the monsters then. I'll just let them whap at me a little bit. And then I got a 5 Reaper. Great start, Mike. Great start. But then a 5 move, so I'm definitely accelerating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, so I'll go this way. Then here's my only real choice for the turn. 5 eat or 5 attack. I think I'm going to eat, because again, I'm not as worried about these monsters. What I am highly worried about is that I'm already almost out of vegetables. But I'm getting 5 more cards, which will keep me going almost 2 rounds. And then, yeah, 2 more Reaper moves. Okay, so I've got 5 more spaces there, 7 more spaces here. Gosh, I would love to get some vegetables along the way. Well, that's a healing spot, by the way. And then because I didn't defeat anybody, 3 damage. We're going to add 2 more, so we better get out of dodge this turn. Let's see how easy that's going to be. Oh, we got 3 potential movement spots, so it should be pretty easy to escape. Oh, I've got 12, so now I think I'm actually under the the minimum or maximum hand size. All right, let's see our new enemies, although I think I'm going to try to just run away from them. Oh, a big, what is that, knight-looking guy? Gives me 4 food if I kill him. That'd be actually pretty nice. All right, so I've got 3 movement. In a perfect, beautiful world, what would my 3 moves be? I think 1 for veggies, 3 more for veggies, 5 more to get out. That seems unlikely to say the least. But, okay, 1, 3, 5 would be beautiful. Okay, so the 1 needs to be a lower number. I do have a 19, but there's a pretty good chance that their values will be lower than that. Man, I got a lot of 1s here. I don't really care about what the highest number is going to be because I hope to be out by then. So maybe I ditch this 98 and then see what the bonus cards do for me. Let's try that out. Come on, come on. 52 with a 5. That seems maybe good. Ooh, and then a 3. Okay, so that'll take care of the 1 move I wanted. What was it? 1, 3, 5. So if I can make that the 4th highest, I'll get the 5 move I want. And then I just need a 3 that's higher than... okay, a 3... that's higher than 3. That'd be the 31. And then I need anything to go in here between 31 and 52. I can move up to 5. So if I use it, but I guess I'd rather save my higher values to hopefully boost myself. So there we go. I think that'll do it. So first I'm doing a single move to get some veggies. 4 more. I'm at 7. Then I'm doing a move or attack. I'm going to move to get more veggies. 4 more. I'm at 11. Then Grim Reaper moves a single space, and I move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank God I counted that right, which means my final action never goes off. But it also means bye-bye enemies. I am gone. And this will rotate to, okay, just a single Grim Reaper. Still a lot of chances for movement, a lot of eating chances, which I probably need to do. And I'm hurt 3, but I've got healing for 5, so I'm in a decent spot there. Okay, my fake solo easy difficulty seems to be doing the trick. I have gotten to level 3 before, but I have never survived more than a couple rounds. This time I've got, you use 3 cards a turn, I've got enough to survive 3 rounds even if I don't eat, and I certainly intend to eat. So we'll see how this goes. Now I'm drawing 2 elite enemies a turn. Oh, Lord. All right, here we go. Oh, it's, what's he called? He's the dude. I know, like Dave from the from our Discord and everybody else is yelling at me. He's got the knife. He's like really hard. I don't remember. Tom, something like that. Anyway, there he is. And there's that's the bomb dudes who explode. So he's 3 and hits me for 2. He's 5 and hits me for 2. I got to at least kill this guy, although he has a book. Okay, so what are we looking at? 4th is the Grim Reaper. 5th has to be a movement. I probably want to eat for at least one of these. And attack for at least 1. So I could eat, move, attack, move. That sounds around where I want to be, with hopefully an attack of at least 3 to stop 2 of the damage. So if I move twice, I actually don't need a lot of vegetables right away. So like a 3 would be nice, and then a 4. But that's kind of that's kind of reaching to go that far. Well, 4 would be what I would hope for the last move. Ooh, I do have a 95. Again, a very good chance that the bonus cards won't exceed that. So let's put that in and hope it's the 5. Now watch, they'll put out like a 98 or 99 and force that to be the Grim Reaper. 91. Shoot. It's 64. Okay, that part's fine. But yeah, oh my gosh. This probably should be teaching me that when I'm playing in solo, I shouldn't be playing cards on the extremes too much, because then I don't have any wiggle room. Because yeah, if I had not played that 95, I could have let the 91 be my movement, and then I could have played something else. Yeah, I have nothing to get in between the 91 and the 95, so I'm just getting Grim Reapered to heck again. Now, what do I want to move? 3 and then 4. So move could be my 3rd or my 2nd. This could be my fight to kill the bomb, which means this could be the first one, and I could eat. Or I could, instead of killing the bomb, I could attack with this to kill the knife guy. Oh, geez, I just realized that I totally miscounted, and I should have been moving 3 for the final card, not 4. So nothing was smart about my actions here. So we'll do that, and a little bit... man. Where do I want to move now? If I move 4 for the first one, I'll be on Grim Reaper. Oh, well. And then if I move 4 more, I'll be vegetable. Now, is that a way longer path? Let's count here. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's much faster to go this way. Okay. So then if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, Grim Reaper, 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, that'd be 8 Grim. I don't think I would survive that. I don't think I would survive that at all. So the final move is going to be a 4. So maybe I try to go 2 the first. Oh, that would kill me, man. What if I go 5 for the first move? I get plinked for a damage, but then the 4 would get me all the way to here. Do I have a 5? I do have a pretty. Oh, I have some really good 5s, actually. Okay. So yeah, what if I try to rush this stage a little bit too? What if I do 5, 5? I could kill the dude with the 1, 5 attack. I could eat with the other 5. Oh, I was supposed to be moving. So wait, I could eat with this 5, move with that 5, kill the bomb with this 4, say my prayers to the Grim Reaper, and then move really big again. Let's try that. All right, so what was it? Move first. No, eat first. Eat first for 5. So that takes us down to 6. And I've got, I think, 10 cards. Not bad. Okay, then we're going to move for 5 here. And I think it was hurting me, right? Yes, okay. I take 1 damage. And I'm about to take more, so I'll probably need to use my book soon. And then attack for 4. I'm going to defeat him to get 2 veggies and not get hit for 2. And then Grim Reaper, whoops, for 5 and move for 4. Oh, Grimmy, I hate you. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, that's definitely what I'm doing. Okay, and then I'm just 5, 8 away, so I could potentially escape next turn. But now our friend here is walloping me for 2 damage, and he's going to get some buddies to join him in a second. Do I have a lot of movement options? I only have 2 movement actions to get out next turn. Ideal would be 3, 5. That would get me a book, which would be lovely. And how much Grim Reaper do I have to spare? 7 between 2 activations. Okay, I don't want to put like the 2. Oh, that's right. I really don't want to. I got a ton of nice actions in here and some flexibility with my cards. What was the movement I wanted to do? 3 and then 5. Do I have like a later 5? I don't have any 5s. Shoot. Okay. Maybe I don't do 3 and then 5? Oh, I literally don't have any 5s at all, so I'd have to do 4 and 4 to get out. Okay, so let's play 55, and to see what happens, we get a 53. That doesn't seem helpful at all. And we get an 11. Oh, I didn't draw 2 new enemies. It's because I didn't want to. I wanted to forget. Okay, that guy's only going to do 1 damage, and he's got some veggies. That guy's also only going to do 1 damage and got some veggies. Now, let's go ahead and just use all my books, because it won't even get me back to full health. That's 5, so I'm at 8. All right, man. All right. I don't think I can get out this turn, can I? Yeah, I can't make the 11 be 3rd. And even if I did, yeah, there's no way for me to really make this work, is there? Yeah, because the 2 moves are next to each other, and they're definitely going to fall, like, on this stuff. If I moved 1 first and then 4, I'd get a vegetable, but I'd get hurt a lot. And what was the death value? Oh, God, 7 for the Grim Reaper. Okay, here, I can do that as the top for the 1 Grim Reaper, and I could make it. Yeah, I guess that's the best I can do. So at least I'm kind of slowing down the Grim Reaper. I don't know, y'all. Like I said, game ain't easy. Game ain't easy. Okay. So I'm doing Grim Reaper 4. Let's just get that out of the way because I'm definitely not escaping. 4. Oh my gosh. Okay, now what are my options here? I can move a single space, which would get me Grim Reapered or trapped. I can move 4 spaces, which will get me trapped. I could attack twice for 5, which would only get rid of 1 of the guys, or would let me double get rid of the guy who's going to hurt me the most. But if I don't move at all, I'll just have 2 movement options again, 4 and 5 next turn. And yeah, I don't really have very high cards to make that advantageous for me. So I think I might have to move 4 with this one and tank the damage. But that's 2 damage, 3, 4, 5, 6, which leaves me with 2 life left if I don't fight anybody. Okay, so I'll fight him to get 4 vegetables because I can actually finish him off. I gotta actually eat him at some point. Okay, and then I'll eat 1, I guess. Hey, I got 100. That's cool. And then, gosh, yeah, I'm gonna move 4, right? Oh, the pain. So that's 2 damage, 3 damage, 5 damage. Gosh, y'all. But at least I think I'm going to get to the boss. Haven't done that before. I think I'm going to get to the boss. Okay, so We've got eating. I mean, I'm not going to fight anybody, right? I want to eat and then move and then move. That's probably what I want to do. Let's draw our new friends. Oh, we got a whole bunch of people trying to eat me. Tastes like chicken, don't I? Okay, so what are the key must-happen things this round? I need to have a 1 or a 2 here or I immediately lose. And then I need to move either a single move of 4 for one of these or a 1 and then a 3. The 1 and the 3 would get me more vegetables, and a 4 would just get me straight out. Do I have like a really high 4? Gosh, I don't. I don't even have like a fairly high 3. I mean, a 1. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're okay here. All right, well, let's start with something hopefully innocuous. The 19. If they place something under it, then I can just leave it and it'll become the Reaper. If they don't, I can play the 3 here and make it the Reaper. Okay, here we go. Ooh, a 472. That could be the move I need. I needed a 4 move and 360. Okay, this is pretty solid. This is pretty solid. They're being nice to me for once. Okay, so I got to do the 12 to make the 19 the Reaper. So let's lock those in. And then if that's my 4 move, I can eat for 3 and I can eat again for, I mean, I'm going to have a lot of veggies, right? I got 12 veggies. So let's eat, what's my max hand size supposed to be if I'm following the rules? It's supposed to be 12. So that's 3, 6, 7. So if I eat for 3 with that bad boy, then that would get me to 10 minus what I'm about to play. So 9. So I want to eat for 3 again. Or here. Okay, we'll keep some higher values. So I'll do this 68 for 2. Okay. So 3 was what? Eating? How many times am I eating here? Too many. Maybe I should kill somebody? Hold on then. Wait, yeah, now that I think about it. Let's maybe put the 45 in here and I can kill like one of the ladies and heal up. Okay, so 3, eat. And I got some cards. Oh god, those are all 1s. We'll organize those in a second. Okay, then Reaper's only coming for 1. So that's not too bad. 4 damage. Get out of here. I heal 1. It's nice, which is nice. And then this was also eating. I'm down to 6 veggies. How many cards? Did I count right? 6, 9. Yeah, 12. Awesome. And 4 move. Get the heck out of Dodge. 3, 4. Woohoo! Bye, Reaper. And hey, we did it. We got to the boss. I've never done this before. Now, I do have a lot of extra cards, so maybe if I played with, what would the official normal variant of difficulty have been? 3 fewer cards to start, 1 fewer book to start. Would I have survived to get to the boss? Maybe. It's hard to say. All right, so here we go. I have made it to the boss fight for the first time. I had to actually go and review the rules because I haven't done this. So what's different about the boss fight? Now when we move the Reaper, it's going to be moving in a clockwise direction around here. And we'll also be moving clockwise. And whenever we land on a space, we'll resolve the icon. That's normal. Wherever the Reaper ends at the end of the entire round. So not if it moves twice on each space. Wherever it ends will be the boss's action. For the dragon, it looks like he just kicks my butt. But additionally, if the Reaper ever asks her any move, so if they move twice in a round, or if I move them with one of these things, if they're ever adjacent, and these corner spaces are adjacent to both places, then I immediately lose. So like if, I don't know, here in the first round, if the Reaper moved 3, boop, I'm dead. Now to actually win the game, I gotta deal 20 damage. That's a lot, especially when I only got 4 health left. I got to deal 20 damage to the boss. Great. I mean, I guess if I can get to a few really big attacks, that might not be too terrible. And he's also summoning a basic minion every turn. There is another boss on the other side, this robot dude. He has some other effects that are like messing with the cards in your hand and stuff. He doesn't summon any minions, but he has 25 life to deal with. All right, we got this. We got this. So he's summoning freaking Cactuar with 5 life. Okay, well, that's awesome. I think I rotated this already. Again, I left between filming for a little while. Okay, so I think, yeah, I wanna smashy smash, which doesn't seem too easy with all these terrible values I have. Well, this, oh, whoops, these aren't in order. Hold on. All right, so the biggest strength values I have are at the very bottom of my range. I want to move the not the Necromancer, the Reaper 1 or 2. That will mean I don't die, and also he will take a decent amount, or won't do as much damage to me. So I can wait, and I don't want to play these low ones in case like the bonus cards are really low. So let's, but all these high ones are terrible. Well, let's play the 100 for 3. That's definitely going to be good, right? And then, a 50 for 4. I like that a lot. And a 54 for 2. Okay, so I want to make sure the Reaper kind of sucks. which would be easy to do, sure, with 46. That'll be the second lowest. And then I want to do a 4 or a 4 or a 3. Yeah, let's do the 6 and the 5 are kind of similar. So let's do the 6. Okay, so I'm going to get a 4 there, a 1, then a 4, then a 2, then a 3. So if I just entirely focused on damaging the boss, 4, 8, 11 damage. Now, next round, I'd only have 2 actions that can hurt him, so that wouldn't last. I mean, 11 damage is pretty darn good. I don't really need to eat. I have a lot of cards, right? I have enough for 3 more rounds. Although would moving help me at all? Let's see, if the Reaper's moving 1, moving me 2 would get me more vegetables. I don't really need that, but I would get away from the Reaper. Now, the big thing is, do I try to kill the Cactuar? Because he's going to keep on building up. But that's 5 damage, a quarter of the damage I need to deal to the boss. And also, these don't divide easily into that, because I've got a 4, and a 3. So I could just tank the bosses. It would be 1 damage from the boss and 1 damage from the Cactuar, so I'm not going to survive another round like that. How high are my values? Once again, I don't have any 5s, so I don't think it's possible unless, like, the bonus cards are super good for me to deal the 9 damage that would be left. So probably the smarter move is to kill the Cactuar and buy myself more time. Crud, I don't like that at all. All right, so we'll do 4 damage to the Cactuar. Then the Reaper moves 1. Then with this 4, we'll do 4 to the boss. I haven't even shown you these yet. There are little 1 and 5 damage tokens in the game. And then this I can move or eat, so let's move. Yeah, because I want to get away from the Reaper, right? So that'll get me a vegetable for 5, wow. And then for 3, I'll overkill the Cactuar because I already did 4 to him and get a book. Come on, give me something good. Ooh, 3 free damage. Heck yeah. So I wasted, 7 damage on the Cactuar, but I'm not getting hurt as much, and I've got 3 damage to go around. Okay, Reaper's spot hits me for 1, and yeah, we're still only reaping once in the middle. I can attack twice. I definitely need to. Let's see what our new friend is. Ooh, somebody super easy. Now, I really got to get the Reaper moving 1 or 3, because I just do not think even if I kill this guy, I can survive taking 2 damage from the boss. Okay, so 3 Reaper. I've got a bunch of 1s with kind of lowish and highish values, so I don't want to mess with that too much. Movement. I gotta move with that first one. My lowest values are 3 and 4. Oh, but this is what you're gonna move the Reaper. And 4 will kill me. I really want to get on that, but I don't have any 2s to do it. I mean, I feel... I don't know what to do here. I really have cruddy values for a lot of this. Well, here, let's... to kill this guy, let's do like a random 2 attack in a fairly highish value that should be able to get the 4. And find out what we're getting. Okay, 59 for 2. Oh man, if that's the Reaper, that's not great for me. And then, 8. Ooh, 3 is bad. That'll move the Reaper again. Well, wait, hold on. If I move 3, and I move the Reaper 1, and then that 59 becomes a 3rd card, that'll move... Oh, that's actually good. That'll get him on a 1 as well. Okay, so I don't mind this being 1st. And if that's 3rd, and that's 4th... I guess I could eat to have more options there, and I want to hit the boss as hard as I can. What's the strongest card I have? Ooh, 25 to deal 4 damage. That's pretty solid. Okay, what am I doing for this? I mean, all these are so cruddy. I guess the 73 to at least draw 2 cards. Give me more options for the final turns. Okay, so here we go. So we're moving 3. Zip, which moves the Reaper 1. Then doing a 4 damage attack on the boss. So he's at 8 out of 20, not really great. Reaper moves 2, that's fine. We attack 2 on him, which gets us 2 food. We have a ton of food. And finally, we've got to move or eat for 2. I'm going to eat. 2 more cards. None of them are super high strength values again. Darn it. Okay, and I get hit for 1. Means even in an ideal situation, I'm not doing great. Oh, now I don't want to forget, I can do 3 more damage automatically, so the boss could be at 11 if I need him to be. Okay, it takes us to another round. We've got a double Reaper. Remember, if he lands on me in either one, I die. Oh, it's a... not a Murloc. That's World of Warcraft. I'm not sure what that guy's called. We could blow him up if we need to. Although, again, if like the Reaper gets on a 2 damage spot, we're dead anyway. And the only healing spot is really far away. Oh, you know what? I just reread the rules, and it says if the Reaper is adjacent even temporarily, I think it's a race. And if he catches me, I die immediately. I don't think it's about landing on my exact spot. Okay, that makes more sense and is way worse. Oh, my lord. Okay, so Reaper. I really want you to move not too many. My lowest, that would be terrible. I don't want him to move that much. I can move really fast. Could put the 28 out, but there's a good chance that won't affect him. The 75 seems pretty safe to be the 4. So let's put that out as my set one. Okay, a 42. Ooh, no, okay. That's interesting. That's a big attack, potentially. I love that. The 2 move would get me on a Reaper space. Yeah, so look at this. Whatever I do for the Reaper first, then he moves 2, and I move him again. And then he's moving again from the 4th action. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I might die here. Crud. Unless, what if I put in like that? Okay, then the Reaper moves 2, I move 3, and then the Reaper moves 1 again. Where does that leave us? Reaper moves 2, I move 3 to a vegetable. Reaper moves 1, I'm still getting killed. And here's the frustrating part. I think I could almost kill the boss, because look, if I put in, where is it? The 88 here, 2 damage, 7 damage, 3 more 10 damage. That would be 2 shy of killing him. But then, obviously, I'm taking way too much damage, even if the Reaper does. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I think that might be it, y'all. All right, well, whatever. We'll try this arrangement of things. Okay, so Reaper moves 2, and I move 3 and get a vegetable I don't need. Then I do 5 damage to the boss, because what else can I do? Reaper moves 1 more to a 2 damage spot, and I do 2 more damage to the boss. And I use my spell to do 3 more. And then the Reaper hits me for 2. And I guess his little pointy friend stabs me with a stick for 1 more. Whoops. I didn't mean to throw that out of rage, I promise. Darn it. I was so close. Yes. Okay, so that was Chocobo's Dungeon. And yeah, I mean, here I can see how I might have won if I'd made some better plays earlier on. Now, again, I was playing with a semi-unofficial easy mode where I started with more cards and books than you can as a solo player. But here's the thing. You start with a lot more cards when you look at 2-player play, 3-player play, and especially 4-player play. So the game is kind of assuming that you're going to mess up your communication, because again, you can't share your exact card values, and that you'll like mess up and have more bad necromancer moves or more bad things. Clearly, you have a lot more control in solo. I don't know if the balance is perfectly right for that. I'll talk about that in my review in a few weeks. But this one does give me hope that even though I was playing with a unofficial easy mode, and I don't know if I'd ever be able to win on hard mode, it gives me hope that the game is defeatable. And I had a fun time playing it. Hope you had fun watching it. And yeah, again, we'll have a review in a few weeks. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'd like to say a big thank you to our biggest Patreon supporters, Minkus, J. William F., Steve Wren, and Pedro Lucas. Thanks, and good gaming, everyone. I'll see you at the next stop.